For those who fought in the Battle of Britain, it was a battle for survival. For the free world, it was a breathless moment in history. For failure would have plunged mankind into a new dark age. Never have so many owed so much to so few.
So hello, welcome to this issue 27 of the Spitfire, which is the left landing gear. And the parts that we have this week is this beautiful rubber tyre, absolutely wonderful. It's very hard and solid, but it is definitely solid rubber, and you see the word Dunlop on one side. Piece number 2 is the main strut for the landing gear. Now this feels plastic. Yeah, I think it is plastic. It's quite a tough piece of plastic. Piece number 3 is the wheel fixture. And if I can just get this out, this is a plastic piece. There's some really nice detailing going on in there. Really nice. So piece number 4 is the landing gear attachment. And again, some nice little detail going on there. And oops. I think this is metal, but there is a little L on it. I don't know if you can see that okay. Okay, piece number 5 is the landing gear attachment also. So there's obviously 2 parts. There's a square hole and a circular hole with a 2 little lines. Can you see those lines? Just about. Okay. So piece number 6 is this brass coloured bit. This is a landing gear shaft, and I think there's a little bit of detailing going on there. If that was anything else, I would say that looked wooden. I don't know if that's on purpose. And then piece number 7 is the landing gear spring, and lastly we have 3 2x3mm PM screws, which I've laid out on my little mat. Okay, so stage 1 is to take this spring, piece 7, the landing gear spring, and we need to attach it to piece number 4. Now there's the detailing is down, so you need it in this orientation, and it looks like the hook part of the spring is going there, and you need to connect that in like so it goes round. So what's going to happen is obviously as it springs, that part there isn't going to move anywhere. It's detailed in the magazine with a little circle just to make life a little bit easier for us. So the next piece is we want piece number 6, the landing gear shaft, and it doesn't seem to be any direction to this, but this needs to go into this square hole. So it's pretty much a square hole in a square, or square peg in a square hole, and that's going in. Now I can now see, right, so what's going to happen is there's going to be a screw going in there, and that will coincide with this gap. So there's a little recess in the middle, so the screw will come down, and then it will grab the screw, grab it so it won't fall out. So we'll just pop that into there, and so this is a PM screw. It's the only screw supplied to us in this issue of the magazine, and making sure that's in, we will screw that in like so, and that's holding that strut in. So we do a similar thing to this with 3D printers, where we have a threaded rod and we attach something with like a bush, what they call a bush screw, and then that holds things in place, and that's pretty much the same principle. So the next stage, stage 4, we need to take the main strut of the landing gear and identify the square hole in the top of the strut. So there is the square hole there, and it looks like it's coming in from this side because that's the orientation of the magazine, and with this piece sticking out to the left, that's going to go in like so, and that is not a good fit. That's rather interesting. Okay, it is going to go in. It needs a little bit of help, and it needs to go all the way through because there is going to be a piece coming in the other side. So let's see if we can work. Ouch. So that's going to go in, but obviously that's the wrong way round. But now we might be able to pull that out, and then hopefully that's just made that. I think maybe there was a little manufacturing where it just made it a little bit too small. So if it's the case, just pop it in from the other side. And what you're basically doing is, if you've got one hole like this, you can't get it through this side, but you'll come through this side and it will make this hole bigger, so then you can pop it in that side, if any of that made sense. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take this piece number 5, shaped end, so landing gear attachment. Now there is a tiny screw hole there, so we actually want this on the same side as this pokey out part. So that's going to come in like that, and you can actually see the landing gear shaft in the middle, and you can see the smooth side. And all we're going to do is we're going to attach that with another PM screw. That's the second one. This will be the final one, I believe. Just pop that in. Now I've noticed on mine that the screw doesn't go all the way in. I actually don't think that's going to be a problem, because I think this is part of the mechanism, and this will all be hidden inside the wing. So the final stage then is we need to get on the wheel, which is this one, or the tyre, sorry I should say. Take the tyre, and then we need to take the landing gear, sorry, we need to take the wheel fixture, and that's going to push into there like so, and that is the landing gear done for this week. Now that wheel doesn't go round. I don't think it needs to, but it looks good, doesn't it? And it's actually quite a heavy piece for what it is. It doesn't seem very big. Let's see if I can measure that with my new finger ring. I think my finger ring will be a little bit too small. So it's about 60-70 millimeters long, but it is actually quite heavy, feels quite heavy. That's mainly because this part is made of metal, and this rubber actually isn't very light. So there we go guys, that's it for this week, and I'll catch you in the next video.